Yo. Peace to y'all family. How y'all doing? Brother Lawrence 228. We back up in this thing, man. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, Happy New Year's to you, and hope you got a fresh start with new ideas, new aspirations, new goals, a new mindset, rather, Yeah, the New Year's is really good to us, man. This just give us a chance to kind of, take a look back the year before and analyze it and kind of, pinpoint the things that you would like to do better for the year to come. So, I always think, New Year's resolutions, all that stuff is good stuff to me. But how you doing, man? Appreciate your ear. It's the first kind of live going on for the year for me. And one of my resolutions, I guess, is to go live a little bit more, creating more content. Just giving the vision a little bit more energy when it comes to this channel, right? But and all, man, I got a lot of stuff in store. Been recording a good bit. Just haven't found the energy to kind of put it in motion in the post-production arena. That take work too. It's cool to just come up here and talk, but once you start putting a camera in your hand, it's a totally different beast, and you will quickly see that it's going to take even more time to be able to, edit these videos, just for it to be presentable for y'all to check out. But nevertheless, that's going we're gonna hit you with it. We're gonna hit you with the progress as to what's been going on with the tribe, the Lawrences. Yeah. We still on the land, still finding a way to get this thing cleared without breaking the bank. So, and it's been cold. The weather has been crazy. It's been raining. So when you're dealing with soil and water, they definitely mix. And when they mix, thought I was gonna say don't mix, huh? Nah, they mix, but when they mix, it's muddy. It's not an ideal climate for you to be walking around. Woo. So we kind of been out for ever since winter started. It's been cold and raining, so when it rains, you really got a few days after that to pretty much let the soil get back right for you to come around, because I don't want to get stuck with the truck. My wife car can't come pull my truck out, so we're trying to just brainstorming some ideas on how we can kind of stay active for the year. But we on the tail end of this winter thing, so it's probably about to start warming up a little bit, and like I said, we just got a lot of stored for you, and hope you get to enjoy what's to come. I know one thing, I'm not gonna keep you long today, but I want to go over a few things as to what to expect, because with our land, right, I want to go, probably not today, but I do want to go over in short later on about the journey, right, and how we come to this point and how we're documenting everything so that you can see what's going on. Maybe it didn't inspire you to get some land so you can start doing your own thing with raising whatever or homesteading, or however you want to do it, whatever you're using your land for, whether it's for your family, whether it's for some livestock. We want the land to be able to live off of it some kind of way. Well, at least for me, I got a little starter kit, which is around 2 acres, a little over 2 acres. And, we probably like halfway done with clearing the land like we want to. I know you should see the videos of the land clearing. I got a playlist that you can check out if you haven't. But for the most part, we stopped at the 2 piles. It was originally 4 piles, right? The biggest one we cleared first, and then we cleared the second one, and now it's kind of like a standstill because really those 2 piles, manually doing it took a lot of work. But of course the weather and the winter time came, because I think we bought the land in June. It is now January. So June, July, about 7 months. About 7 months ago. But 2 of these months really, it really, we're gonna chalk it up to the weather as to why the progress ain't really progress in the sense of our goal of clearing the land as in whole. So great news. We're building a house. It's gonna be new construction, and we most definitely want to take you along that journey and showing the process of how the house is getting built. Starting from the foundation. Not even before that. You're breaking ground. So right now it's a lot of paperwork still involved, but we just got word from our bank that our appraisal came back approved. So all this construction stuff about to take place. I gotta go pull permits. My home builder's gonna be pulling it, but I gotta go do the application and everything. So those are type things that leading up to this I want to kind of break down, and so you can be aware, the steps in the process that's needed in order for those type things to happen with construction. When we started to buy a house, right, we started used, that didn't work, this didn't work, all kind of doors were shut, but we're learning as we go. Whatever direction that you choose to go, you gotta have some money. You gotta save up because they're gonna want it. If you got 20K, you can go get your used house. I'm quite sure they can work with that for you. But that was a little bit out of our budget. So I'm speaking with the people that ain't speaking to the people. I'm speaking to the people that they don't got it. And I want to discuss some of those ways that you can obtain land, obtain a house without all of the other stuff that they say that you need. I'm probably just ranting right now, but yeah, I want to, that's the come. I want to break that process down because you're gonna need not only money, but you have to have some kind of history of on-time payments. You probably will need some good credit. You probably want to determine, whether it's a good time or not, whether it's a buyer's market or a seller's market. Right now we are was in the seller's market. I'm not quite sure how it is now, because our journey kind of, that seller's market kind of scared us away. So, it wasn't really made for the buyer, so you have to come with that money, right? So we was trying to figure out other options to not compete with somebody else. So our next step was going and get a trailer. We go get a trailer, right? One of them, and they nice now. They ain't like, the old, what old school people probably call redneck people home. You know what I'm saying? It ain't none of that. These homes are really, really, really nice. A double wide. You used to hear a double wide. You would think white people. You think sticks, country, old run down, and all that good jazz. But it's changed. They didn't moved up in the game, and just as it can get as luxurious as any home builder could build, right? So, it's prefabricated, and, you come in and it's just already set and it's mobile. So, you can kind of move around as long as you're permitted to do so, right? And that's another thing, when it comes to the land or wanting to build on land, you got to figure out what type of land, and if that particular land that you want is able to permit whatever you want to do with it, because you can't just build anywhere. All right, the zones you have to abide by, regulations. You got to deal with the county, might even the city if you in town, and it's a lot to come with it, and it's just been a journey for us to try to learn blindly. We dove in heavy, like my wife and I. We was like, man, we need to get up out of our situation and just we need to switch it up, and really go for something more permanent, that where we can raise our kids how we want to, and and just live that life of living off the land. That was our thing, but that was an ideal, and we started the next day looking. So that's not necessarily how it goes. It's most definitely more of a, I can't speak for everybody, but it seems like it's a process, and you have to have a lot of patience with it, right? And that's one thing I could say that we learn. That's probably the number one thing that we have to have, is that patience, because it's you're not the only one looking, you're not the only one buying, so it's a game. And once you learn it, you'll learn how to maneuver within, hopefully with a realtor, which we highly recommend. Those are people who know the game and know how to maneuver through everything when buying a house. But like I say, I remember, like, for example, when we was going to get the used houses, right? It was nice, and we figured it was in our budget, right? And we had a realtor, and we were being shown, right? We do the tour, but when we get to the tour to check out the house, we be there early, right? But 5-10 minutes later, somebody else pulling up, and before you know it, it's a house full of people that want that same house. Okay, and I'm going to use this number as an example. Say, for instance, our budget is $200,000, right? Nice house. Okay, yeah, $200,000. We'll put woo, and they come in and they put $10K on your head. Be like, shoot, you doing it for $200. I'll pay $210. I'll pay $220. I'll pay $250. So that lets you know right there, it's meant for the seller to come out on top, and we couldn't compete with that. So we decided to go the trailer route, right? And so we wouldn't have to compete with a whole market full of people, and that was the route we had went. So once we went that route, really we thought another door had opened, which it did, because we learned some more stuff about, maneuvering around with getting land and putting that trailer on there, right? We quickly realized that we had to acquire permits to be able to allow the trailer onto the land, right? So we have to appear before, I don't know, it's not a court, but it's the county. We in the county, and I think it was called a conditional use permit. And I got different permits, and it depends on the situation, but we had to get that conditional use permit, and they sent out letters to the surrounding areas to make sure we were good with setting up a trailer there. We pretty much had to, and that was like a 2-month process, trying to get that zone, the land zone, to be able to allow the trailer, which was cool, because at this point, like, we have to have patience, and because it's not our game, it's not necessarily in our favor to move how we want to move. We're just like, yeah, I want a house, I want this house, I'll put this down, and they're just gonna give me the keys. It don't work like that. It really don't work like that. But so that was some of the things that we probably going to be getting into in the near future. Well, soon, real soon, and we kind of break some of that stuff down, and maybe learn some of that terminology they be using, like like the conditional, what is a conditional use permit. They got different permits, like I say. What is a setback? Got culverts. What's a plot plan? What a land survey is? What a boundary survey is? Got like perk tests dealing with the soil and how when it rains, how it drains. All that stuff, and your soil got to be right for the home builder to be able to build. The deeds, septic tank, the water pump, well, all of that, how to get power, so hopefully you enjoyed and learn something from us, because it's, you see us on the land, but the journey to be able to obtain it is where all the meat and potatoes at, I wish I knew some of this information or doing some of the research before we got into it, but no regrets. If it took us 7 months to even take one step forward, then that's just what it is. I want to give a shout out to Eco Neighbor, Gigi Homestead. They husband and wife, right? They got a channel, and I recently subscribed probably about 2-3 months ago, and I just love the channel. I met him through Lead Formula 73 channel. He got, man, if you just want to be in the know-how on gardening and sustainability, you won't, well, being self-sufficient. How about that? Being self-sufficient, growing your own foods, protection, everything that would come with, homesteading. Those channels most definitely very informative, and I'm glad I ran up on them because it's so easy, relatable. especially Eco Neighbor and them. They, pretty much in the same position that I was in around the same time. So, they just got their land and they got their own journey, and they're in the transitioning stage of putting things together. And we understand it's a process, man. And just I took my hat off to them, man, because they always giving like cool little tips and stuff to help us a lot along the way. Before buying your land, these are tips of things you should know. Type of channels, of course, the growing food, but yeah, I'm not gonna keep you too long. I just wanted to kind of touch bases with everybody, man. Wish y'all a happy new year. I just hope that everything is started off better than where it was left at in 2022. So yeah, we just gonna leave it like that, and stay tuned, man. We got a lot to come, and I appreciate the support. I appreciate I appreciate your ear, and make sure we do our genealogy still, and we finding out who our people are, and we finding the land, and we making everything work for our benefit, right? So thank you. Let me see y'all on the next one. Peace.